This session, I finalized the lower harnesses, wired up the starter to the master battery cutoff switch. I sealed the threads of all the oil pipes, and then I attempted the passenger seat. The seat belts were straightforward. I just had to get washers last time since I was missing some, and then I finished those up. I attached the power cable to the starter motor. This one runs from the master battery cutoff switch. If you have that, it's just zip tied in the engine bay. It's a red wire. I attached it to the starter. I was also looking for a wire from the alternator that's also supposed to attach to the same spot on the starter. I couldn't find it at first and I got confused, but then I realized it was already routed and sort of attached to the engine block from the factory. And so when I reinstalled the starter motor after I put the engine in the bay, I simply just had already attached it back on. So that wire from the alternator goes to the same bolt and thread that the master battery cutoff goes to. It's just attaching it and then bolting it back on. Um, my friend said he had a little bit of oil seepage after running his car for a little bit, and he recommended me to seal all my oil pipe threads. So I went and did all six of those. They're all reachable from underneath the car. I was able to do them with my tools, but depending on how big your tools are and the size and shape, you may or may not have a hard time getting to them. It took a little bit of work, but I was able to get all six. And then finally, I tried to start the seats. I have the Tillet race seats. So they bolt onto, I started with the passenger side, which is the fixed one. They bolt onto these two rails, and then you put the rails in the chassis, and then you bolt them from underneath. Now, the manual is kind of confusing with the spacers, and I probably got them wrong. I'm reading on other blogs that the spacers sort of help the seat fit into the chassis because it's so narrow. Um, so I probably have to redo that. I tried to use, oh, the other thing is the manual has the seats attached to the chassis from underneath using cap head screws. This is outdated. Mine shipped with these countersunk spacers and then countersunk bolts that go into those spacers. Those countersunk bolts, they'll seem a little bit short to go from underneath into the rail. So I use the longer cap head screws to try to pull the seat and the rail into or lower into the chassis so I can screw the countersunk ones in. That worked. However, one of the bolts seemed to have cross-threaded and I can't tighten it, nor can I back it out. So that's a little bit of trouble. I will probably have to drill it out the next session, and then get a new cap head screw because I need that cap head screw for the driver's side seat. Um, I may look into getting longer countersunk bolts as well if I'm at the hardware store anyways. But I think the fact that my rails don't go all the way down in the chassis probably has to do with my spacer configuration. So I will try to figure that out for next session.